Hello guys, welcome with another video. In this video, we will discuss about how to fill CSC forms. So from here, you can see the Chinese version. As I mentioned, for translation, you have to go for extension in English. So you can translate by clicking translate to English. From here, you can see different information like username, mail, password, confirm password, and verification code. For this link, I will just write that in my description. You can just click directly and register yourself by following my steps. So before going to filling this, I will tell you that I'm also a MSc student on CSC scholarship. So this is my way of filling form as I just got my scholarship in first attempt. So let's go for our topic. So here you can see username. For username, you have to write Kazi, like my name. So for email, you have to write your email. Like here, I am mentioning my channel's email, brightfuturescholar@gmail.com. For password, you have to write like one capital word and other small and number like, and use some symbols like exclamation, at the rate, hash, dollar. So that depends upon you. For confirmation, you have to write same password. So from here you can see, and let's go for verification. From here you can see 0 B, that is small, then 5, then Z small. So let's go for submit. Here it's saying that please active your account via link. So here you can see I had got a link. So from here you have to click here, so you can see this information. Here you can see this Chinese version, so you have to translate this for understanding. So from here you can see email or CSC registration. You are going for first time, so you have to click on email, then click on this, write your email, and at the end you have to write your password that you just wrote before. Here you can see capital G 7A3. So let's go for login. So from here you can see it's just loading, so you have to just save your password because sometimes the student just forget their password. These are the instructions you have to follow. Enter applicant personal data, select correct type, type A, study abroad program, type B, abroad program, type C, study abroad program. So we will discuss, there are two tracks, university and embassy track. Fill in correct number and fill in application information. Once the application is submitted, the applicant will not able to modify, and click print application, submit the scholarship. So these are the steps. Let's go into our main thing, that is fill in the form. So from here you have to just save your password and email. So you have to just follow my steps as I am on fully funded CSC scholarship by my submitting first step, or you can say first attempt. So from here you have to go for edit profile. So from here you can just write your name as per passport. So like my name is Sajid Kazi is on my national card. So on passport it's inverse, like you have to write as Sajid QAZI. Just keep in mind, be correct on your words, so that will be a fix. So for Chinese name, I don't have Chinese name. For date of birth, you have to choose your date of birth. For here, you have to click on year, then back, then again back. You have to click your date of birth. That will be on your passport as well. So from here, you can see you can click any one. So like I'm just clicking, for example, from here you can see for male and female. For status, either you are single or unmarried, so you have to click on this. For place of country, you have to click your country where you were born. So place of birth, you can write your place of birth, like I am from Mirpur, so you have to write like this. For religion, you have to mention your religion. So for citizenship, you have to write your citizenship, like Pakistan. So from here you can just write your native language, like my national language is Urdu, so you have to write this depends upon your country. For passport, you have to write your passport, like I am just mentioning for example. So you have to write your passport that expiry. So keep in mind, while applying your passport, expiry date would be just extend after your deadline. So you have to click like 2025 January 1st. This is for example. So you have to see this information, like a special reminder. The passport information you submitted will be used to make admission material, visa application material. Please ensure its accuracy. So as I mentioned, you have to keep in mind this thing. Once the application is accepted, the passport information cannot be modified. So just keep in mind this thing. If your passport is about to expire, please apply for new passport in time and use the new passport to complete the scholarship application. So this is the main thing. For telephone, you have to write like your country code, then write your any mobile number. So for backup email, you have to write any backup email. For example, I'm just writing Qazi Sajid 12 @ anything, like your account. So WeChat number, so if you have, you can write like this your national code, then you have to write your number. So this is enough. For Skype, like I have Skype ID as well, so you have to write like this. So for address, you have to write your complete address, like from house number, like this, and your address complete. So you have to write your complete address, right? Then you have to write your city, then you have to write your subdivision, then you have to write your division, then you have to write your province, then you have to write your country. So for city, you have to write your city code as well. So for example, you have to write your city postal address. So for example, I am from a village, so you have to write your district city number, that means district postal code, so they can easily just parcel your admission documents to your district, because they will just see that you have these documents are from this city, so that can be easily approached to you. In my case, I had mentioned my town's address, so that was not proper, or you can say a famous town, so there was just facing difficulty while sending my documents. So keep in mind these things while applying. So for contacts, just see this information. A special reminder, please fill in the address that can be used to receive admission material, as I mentioned in above. After obtaining the admission qualification, all consequences caused by the inaccurate address information filled in by the applicant should be become by the applicant themselves, so you are responsible for that by yourself. For contact name, you have to write emergency contact. You have to write like your brother, sister, mother, father, so that is for your emergency. Like I am just writing my brother's name. From here you can see male and your relationship, parents, spouse, child, brother and sister, and his telephone number. For telephone number, I mentioned you have to write your country code, then you have to write any number. So email, you have to write his email also. So for address, you have to just copy your address from here, Control C and Control V, because both will be from same. So you have to just verify and save. Like here, if anything will be incorrect, that it will show automatically. This is our second education and work experience. For education, you have to write your first highest degree, that is your undergraduate major. My major was power engineering, and your country where you got your degree. So you have to write your country and school. For school, you have to write your complete name of school. So like this, you have to just mention every information of your university. So you can see this information. Graduation certificate and degree certificate that is required. So you can just see graduation certificate and degree certificate category. So I just studied BE school time, so from where you started and ended. So like I just started my school in December 14, 2015 to 2019. So where is 2019? This is 2019 and November 14th. So this will be written on your transcript as well. You have to just verify by yourself. Other qualification like high school, your major. My major was pre-engineering. From your where you got your higher school certificates, or you can say school. For this, government boys high school. So I was just studied here. Graduation certificate and degree certificate category. So you have to write your degree. So for here you have to write like this, and time where you studied. So you have to write your time of study from where you started and ended. For example, I started in 2011 and ended in 2013. So here you can see these information. For education, other two, if you have, you can write. Work until before coming to China, employment, if you have worked like WSKE, working as internee engineer. So job title, your job title you have to write here, and starting and ending. For job title you have to write like engineer, and starting time from where you started. So here you can see these information. Like I started in 1st August 2020 and that was ended in 2021 August. So you can just see, verify. You will be directly in your third and final, that is the contact or institution or relative in China. So you can write my name, name of contact person or institution for affairs in China. So you can write my name like Sajid QAZI. For telephone you can write my telephone number. So for here you can see my number. For email you can write my email that I mentioned above, BRITHTFUTURESCHULAR@gmail.com. For fax just leave it, and for address you can just write NCEPU hostel. And for spouse information, if you have your wife, so you can write here father's name. So you can write this, your father name. Father's age, like anything you want to write. Father's occupation, like my father's occupation is shopkeeper. So for mother information, you can write your mother. So for mother's age, you can write any age. Mother's occupation, mostly mothers are housewives. So you can just verify this. So this is the finish of your basic information, education and work experience, content or institution. So this can be finished. So from here you can see category A, category B and category C. Category A for embassy track, category B for university track. So I just applied for category B. So you can just write here and you have to write your application. So from here you can write your information of your university. So receiving agency number, so you can see NCPU agency number. So you can just access this information from Google's information. So you can see these different tabs. So you have to just click on your required tab. Just open first tab. You can see whether you are getting your information or not. So from here you can see the agency number is not written clearly. So let's go for second tab. In second tab you can see this information. So you can just write any information, like here you are just seeing different tabs. So for NCPU you can go for images. Let's see whether the agency number are just written clearly or not. So just click on this. So it seems it is loading. Let's see. So you have to go down and see these different information. So these are the steps, benefits and different things. You can just cancel every. So here are the information of NCEPU where I am enrolled as master's student. So here is the agency number 1054. So here you can write 1154. If you write this, you can just access your university's information. You have to click like that. The agency number doesn't exist or not match. So just go for 1000. Let's see. Agency number doesn't exist, and for 100 it is not working. So you can just click any information, like you have to write here China University agency number. So here you can see 118. So let's see, it's also not working. So 150. So you can just see it is also not working. So let's go for another 130. So sometimes it is not working. You have to just refresh it again, and you have to go for your information. 122. So you can see Beijing Forestry University. So like this way you have to write to your Chinese, that is also known as Mandarin language. So you have to just write something rather than nothing. So poor. If you have these certificates, click on yes, otherwise no. English proficiency, you have to write like very good. And have you certificate of English Language proficiency, say yes. So this is information whether you have, you have to click yes, otherwise no. And apply for subject, just like here you can see this information if you are receiving. So category, just write masters here if you are applying for masters. So for here you have to write either Chinese or English. So let's go for first Chinese. You can see these different measures, and for English you can see these same measures. So some universities just offer in Chinese and some universities are offering in just English. So for English you can see these three measures, and for Chinese you can see these different measures. So let's go for engineering, apply for major. So for here you can see these different measures, like you have to click electronics engineering, apply for study. Because this semester is for September, you have to write September, and for this 14th, and this will automatically by 3 years program. So have you ever studied or worked in China? Yes, yes. No, because mostly students have not studied China yet. So if yes, you have to write yes and go your information. Have you ever received a scholarship to study in China? Say yes or no. And then you have to verify and save. So these are the main documents. That is our main target. So you can see ID photo, or you can say passport size photo, my highest degree certificate, like I had done my bachelor, so I will upload my bachelor certificate, so must be notarized. So keep in mind this thing, you have to go for notarize your degree and transcript both. So you can see next is transcript, must be notarized. So without notarized your documents cannot be processed further. Study plan in China, so you can just write in your own words. For recommendation letter you must have these two recommendation letter, passport home, foreign physical examination form, that is called medical form, publish article. If you have published an article, so you can see another information that either it is mandatory or not. So for mandatory you have to pass these information at any cost. For no, that is optional. If you have, that will be a great opportunity for you, or you can say that is extra documents from your side. And work, like experience, other support documents like certificates of seminars or anything, Chinese certificate. So if you have HSK level, you can just upload. For English language proficiency, you must get your English proficiency certificate from your previous university, from where you have studied your program. Like I had got my English proficiency certificate from my university, that is showing that I had studied all my subjects in English. Certificate of no criminal record, that you will get from your city, or you can say district. For here Pakistan, you have to go for online and apply for police clearance certificate. For that you have to give them a true witness and your information. By a few hours you can get a call, and they will call you for thumb verification. Within 2 or 3 working days they will call you that your no criminal certificate is ready, you can collect. So this is information for my side. So I can just show you one thing, that is how notarize certificate. So let's go for that. So we can see from here, like this is called a notary public, like advocate or a retired judge can be attest to your documents. So keep in mind one thing, while just going for this attestation you have to bring your original certificates along with you, so he can just verify by seeing original, then he will go for a test. So another thing for this, like transcript, you can do same. There are 2 types. There will be a stamp of origin that will show international and study plan, so you can write yourself. Passport home, that is your passport. For physical examination you have to write like CSC physical examination form PDF. So you can just download this by clicking on this. You can see you can get your physical certificate. So you can download this by clicking on this. And another thing for publish articles, that is in your hand for English proficiency. Let's go for that. Here you can see my information, like this is certified that Mr. Khalid Sajid, son of Muhammad Ramzan Sheikh, bearing roll number 16CL20. That is your enrollment number, was 45, regular student of Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical of this university. The medium of instruction for Bachelor Engineering at this university is in English, to be best of my knowledge. So you can see this is information provided by your university. So for any query you can just send me an email. And let's go into my original portal. From there you can see I am on CSC scholarship. So most of guys just go for videos because they have just wasted your time. So you can see I am on CSC scholarship, so you have to just follow my steps if you want to get this fully funded scholarship. So let's go into my portal of CSC. So you can see this is my portal of CSC. So for fill in form you can see my link of this. So it's just loading. Sometimes CSC just go for loading too much because application are just going so many. So let's go into registration. From here you can access my information. So you can see I am on CSC scholarship. This is my information. So you can just access this. So this is all from my side. If you are just facing any difficulty while applying, feel free to contact with me. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe my channel and forward to your friends and family members who are just looking for fully funded scholarship. So thank you so much for watching.